Didn't they do a remake like a few months back?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they're just
It was like
Come on, baby.
it was like a couple years ago, I think.
Dungeons
Yeah.
their lands to life.
Yeah.
It's up to you on when and where to place artifacts.
So it's another
Yes!
new Secret of Mana game.
All right,
Join
we are
forces with
up,
characters,
boys.
Each on their own personal quests.
Hey, mind
Square off
promoting that
against
one in
fearsome
the Legion?
monsters. Or take a break from adventure. and
Oh, what
rest at
stream are
home.
we watching?
The music has been
This is not a stream. This is just my
alternate
face.
between the new arrangement and the original
It is
soundtrack,
not your face.
It just
it
says
is,
now playing VR chat.
including the ability to turn off enemy encounters, as well as the new
Oh, you don't see it?
No, no. All we see is your.
Oh, it's a Ring Land. It looks like Tamagotchis.
June 24th.
Yeah. It does.
Can you guys see me now?
Monster Hunter.
No, we do not.
No, all we
What
see
the
is.
fuck?
Yes, that's
the,
Monster Hunter.
Why?
All we see is the
What's
window
doing
for the
this?
Steam streaming thing. You know,
Oh,
Steam,
motherfucker!
the Steam VR window. That's what we see.
Oh, that's a no. Fuck off, monster.
I have to close my door. Fucking sister's throwing a tantrum and my mom doesn't know how to not yell. Ugh.
Armadillo lizard.
I like how fucking Will is just glitching out.
It'll happen. Let's see what we got this time. Oh yeah, we got it. Oh shit, Duke's in VR. Sweet.
I do like, to be honest, I do like
A little buggy.
wired bugs.
A little buggy, but it works.
Is it me or does the elder look like the dude from fucking
50 years ago,
World?
Hang on.
Like the buff ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
Izzy's never.
How can we fight against that?
our hunter's about to face the biggest challenge yet.
Shit, man, is this Monster Hunter?
Yes.
Yeah, Monster Hunter Rise.
Rise.
Yeah, Monster Hunter Rise.
I actually like the fact that they've directly copied mechanics from Worlds, but they've adapted some stuff. That's what they should do. Worlds was just such a good game. Like, if they don't continue with the Worlds formula, it'll be a real disappointment going forward.
It's not that Apex is not. It's not that World is a good game. It's just more fucking accessible than the others.
Bro, Monster Hunter World fucking slays, man. It's not that Worlds is a good game. Worlds is great.
Yeah, but it's actually more accessible and fucking easier.
That's true. That's true. Capcom's really gone a long way making the multiplayer much more graspable. Did Duke lose connection or did he just stop his stream?
I
I
think
stopped
Duke
the
stopped
thing,
stream.
so I'm trying to figure this shit out properly.
That was the latest
I wouldn't mind.
I am still listening, and then I can still see it from the other one.
Yeah.
Will our heroes fare against these ferocious
Proud, my boy.
monsters? Stay tuned for the latest installment in the Monster Hunter series.
And instead of a cat, you get a doggo. That's
Throughout
dope.
that entire trailer, I just had my mouth agape like an idiot.
Oh, you know what I can do? Phone.
Alright, what are we looking at?
Phones.
Oh, they're bringing back Mario Golf.
Once again.
I may buy this.
Is it another? Oh, it's another Mario Golf game.
Mario Golf Super
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, you'll get, and Duke, you'll get to play Waluigi.
Take your time to think this through. Then
This would be a pretty good time to reveal Waluigi, if they were to.
enjoy golfing with familiar
Just-
Mushroom Kingdom
Yeah,
characters.
No, the Waluigi. Well, there he was.
What? Bowser in a shirt is ridiculous.
This probably goes
Bowser
without,
in a shirt is
See how
ridiculous.
your shot
yeah, this probably goes
curved
without
to a slope.
saying if anybody's seen
And a
Duke's
scan
Twitter,
that lets you
but
examine the
Waluigi
course's
is one of
terrain.
Duke's all-time favorite characters.
Yeah.
These features can help
Yeah.
you ace your shots.
I
But,
loved him
dude,
since
they
the
did
first
have-
appearance
They
in
did
Mario
have the
Tennis.
announcement. It was a Waluigi rap.
Also use motion controls by holding a Joy-Con controller
But other than
with a
that,
golf
oh, that's kind of cool.
gently
So,
swing
it's
the
gonna,
controller
so
toward
this
your character.
this one will play
Yeah.
more like a fucking Tiger Woods
Letting you
game,
easily
like a Tiger
enjoy
Woods
the
PGA game. Then.
sensation of golf.
Yeah. But again, Bowser in his shirt is ridiculous. I just can't.
Truly bring the heat to Mario Golf.
I do
Oh.
have to say,
Speed golf. Here, it's always your turn.
You know what?
Oh my god! Everyone's just running!
Forced to reach your
Oh
ball.
god.
Give it another whack to
Speed.
get it closer to the
That
ball.
seems like it would be real fun to play with friends, but it would also end friendships.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
It's like, hey, fuck you! I'm not. I'm gonna golf you to death, bitch!
And develop your golfing skills while interacting with various
Oh, so
emotions
Mii's are gonna be actually used for something.
Oh, so it's gonna be like the Mario Tennis RPG.
Points to different stats, allowing you
You know, the
to
one
use
for the
your
Game Boy
character
Color.
However you'd like. You can also use your Mii in versus play.
Wario's golfing outfit.
Use
That
your
that
Mii.
bit.
That's pretty cool.
Golf Super Rush swings onto Nintendo Switch June 25th. Pre-order
Can we
your
have a Mario Kart
Nintendo
with
eShop
a story mode?
So
Then?
I'm gonna do this with a like a
Mario
lower
Kart
FPS.
with story mode would be
But-
like.
The latest
Still
game
works.
in the Mario Golf series.
Wait, we don't have like a Mario skateboarding or like a Mario fucking.
As well as the familiar golf gameplay,
BMX.
easy to learn controls.
Yo,
Do you really
BMX is
want Mario
awesome.
Please look
BMX?
forward to this game on Nintendo Switch.
Dude, I honestly would like a
Let's
Mario
move on to
BMX.
more Nintendo
Why
Switch
not?
headlines.
They're making
It
Mario
would
Golf.
be
Why
like
not Mario
Kart, but
BMX?
it would have it would have different mechanics, I guess.
Nintendo Switch.
damn
Yeah.
straight, damn straight.
Return to the unforgiving world of Pandora in Tales from the Borderlands. Play as the Hyperion Lackey
No.
and the quick-witted con artist Fiona as you
Fuck
search
off.
and cover a mountain
This
of
was a
cash.
Telltale Games
Set
thing,
between
wasn't it?
Borderlands 2 and
Yeah.
3, this
Didn't
game includes
Telltale
all
go
5
under?
episodes.
Yeah, but they got
Borderlands humor.
they got bailed out.
Gangsters, bandit lords,
Camel-
and vault hunters are
No.
Camelot went bankrupt too, but they're bringing back Mario Tennis.
These companies,
Embark on a wild ride when Tales from
probably
the
got
Borderlands
bought.
launches on Nintendo
Yeah, they got
Switch
bought out.
March 25th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they saved themselves
32
from
of
bankruptcy.
Capcom's most beloved
They just
arcade
liquidate
classics are
all
coming to
assets and
Nintendo
sell
Switch.
off.
Okay, I kind of like this.
Gameplay. Adjust game speed or difficulty and select from a variety of display options to relive that sweet
Nice.
arcade goodness. Get
Good shit.
1943, the Battle
Tales
of
from the
New
Borderlands.
Then
Nice.
Damn.
It's back on Steam. That's why.
Ghosts and Goblins,
I had to
Street
get
Fighter
that.
Toe.
It's
Ah,
whole
nice.
Scratch that nostalgic itch when Capcom Arcade
Later
Stadium.
today.
Later
Oh, they also have Fire and Ice, by the way. I don't know if they said that yet, because I'm not all caught up.
As a zombie,
Oh, Stubbs the zombie.
in this action game from Aspire, you'll build your zombie horde and take revenge on the city by turning humans into your
Will we also get
God.
Punish your
I
body
remember this game.
Yeah.
grenades and more.
It was on the Xbox.
Yeah, it was.
Match for a dead
Oh my god, they actually brought it to the Switch. I've always wanted to play it. I've seen like gameplay footage of it, but I never got to play it.
Nintendo eShop.
That's awesome.
It's Travis Touchdown versus Assassins. Wait, aliens?
Yeah, let's see.
Aliens have invaded Earth. Hold up, is this even the right game? Anyway, after annihilating an entire city, the aliens have taken.
Where is his?
Earth and now
Wait,
host
where
a
is his brother then?
superhero ranking tournament to decide Earth's
Where
fate.
is his brother?
As the crass beam katana wielding.
'Cause by
assassin
now,
takes
like-
touchdown, you'll need to fight your way to the top to save the world.
We know their sister is fucking
For
dead.
each boss fight, you'll have to do some odd jobs around town and earn enough to pay off the entry fee.
Ah,
You'll also
classic.
Face off against a slew of unusual opponents. Most of them aliens with some crazy tricks up their sleeves.
No, I don't know much about
Study their
Travis.
tactics carefully to gain the upper
I
hand in
have
combat.
an opinion here.
With a new
I mean, the game looks cool as hell.
You'll have
Yeah.
access to a variety of deadly skills
Yeah.
that can be customized and upgraded before each match.
Really?
The fate of the world is at stake.
Travis, come on, dude. You had to go to magic, not more badass
You
swords.
can kick. Anyway, it'll all make sense when No
Aliens
More
have
Heroes
so you
3
can kick?
lands on Earth. Or, you know.
Was that a
Nintendo
fucking
Switch
Akira
on August
reference?
27th.
Likely reference.
Bye.
No. You know, not more. Even more, his bikes look like the bike from Akira.
As above, so below. Why do they need assassins in heaven? To do someone's dirty work.
What is this?
Okay.
It looks pretty cool.
A fast-paced action game with a similar battling system as Kingdom Hearts
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Chain of Memories.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I was going to say Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. It seems like similar
If
in
you
that
can't rely on yourself.
because you know Chain of Memories.
Hey, wait.
I can already see the fan art.
Use multiple cards.
Hold on.
and
Was
you
this fucking?
combine cards.
Do with it.
This is fucking Tom's voice actor.
Damn straight.
That looks cool.
Uncover Heaven's Mysteries.
Neon
in
white.
Neon white.
Coming to Nintendo Switch,
Neon
winter 2021.
White winter.
Wait, there's
Ah,
a
I get it.
okay. I know about this show, and they have a tie-in game now.
Uh,
Okay, that's interesting.
No.
AKA Batgirl.
I'm very much aware of this show, and I've seen like every episode.
This is Supergirl.
I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying it's like I'm
like
aware
it.
of it.
Wonder Woman,
And
an
I've seen every
Amazonian
episode.
warrior who wields the lasso
Ah, yes, it's if they decided to Teen Titans Go other things.
No,
Hey,
this one's actually
it's
fucking competent.
Titans Go, but it's
It's actually competent.
it is very much so.
Sometimes it'd be nice to get out of class and do some shopping down.
And
Although it's
well,
fucking weird that Harley Quinn is the same age as Batgirl.
yes, it is weird. But you know, it's alternate universe stuff. It's a
Sweet Justice later. Uh-oh, something really bad is threatening the city.
And then also for this
No.
thing,
Justice calls. You can count on
a robbery.
Run!
We've just gotta make sure
It's
no one figures out our
Cleanser.
secret identity.
Cleanser of death.
DC Superhero Girls Teen Power Heroic
Damn it,
Resource
what was
on
the
Nintendo
fucking-
Switch, June 4th.
Twilight's voice actress's name.
Tara Strong.
Tara
Yeah,
Strong,
Tara Strong.
yeah.
Yeah, Tara Strong voices multiple characters in this show, including Batgirl, of course.
No, EA, you can fuck off.
Batgirl and Harley Quinn, two roles she is very well known for. Again, Plants vs. Zombies once again.
It's a complete edition, even though this is just a multiplayer game.
Yeah. It's a fucking
I like the music that it
first-person
shows though.
shooter.
Third person.
Third person shooter, sorry. The third person shooter that's I mean,
Why
It's
does
a-
the corn have ass cheeks?
why was this even made?
This makes me think of Dungeon
Like
Defenders. actually.
Plants vs Zombies was like a strategy game. Why are you
No,
turning
this
it?
one-
Why are they turning it into a like? A
You know what,
multiplayer
Sharp? Me
shooter?
too.
This reminds me of
I'm
Dungeon
getting serious
Defenders.
Castle
It really
Defenders
does.
vibes.
Yeah,
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not like that. I tried it.
makes me think of Dungeon Defenders. Really does.
Yeah, but it's not.
It isn't.
If it was, it'd be good.
It's
Way more
gameplay
like-
aspect wise.
Dude, it's more like
And
Overwatch.
they're adapting? They're putting Miitopia onto the Switch. What are they doing?
See that
Because-
fat mean king?
What the fuck?
Cast me characters.
I've played Miitopia before multiple times.
Yeah,
And,
because
Turn your favorite
it's a
Because-
3DS game that is now being
Make
ported to the
someone
Switch.
nefarious Dark Lord.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
It's because
Oh
if
my
you'll
god.
recall-
Tamagotchi life has a chance to come back then.
If you gentlemen will recall, they have completely.
Oh wow!
completely
A
discontinued
broader
the
customization
DS line.
option.
They've moved on to the Switch Lite.
what? What was that, Sharp?
They've completely discontinued the DS line and they've moved on to the Switch Lite for their portable console.
All right.
Yeah. Oh,
So
I
every
actually,
game-
this
every
is like
game-
with the broader customization options and the like the like better graphical fidelity. I think it.
You can have a horse.
Also, horse. Okay, horse.
It's really
I
astonishing.
honestly like Miitopia. It's a pretty fun game.
It's really astonishing what they did with the Switch. Now it's basically just a question of preference. There aren't like different games on the portable console anymore. It's like
Yeah.
the same games available on the home console you can take with you through the portable console if you want.
Yeah.
So it's more like an accessory now than anything. And
Animal
I've
Crossing.
seen the Switch Lite. That thing is
Okay.
fucking cheep. If you
Hold
want
on,
a Switch
I
now,
was
get a
leaked.
Switch
I need-
Lite.
guys, I need to
Unfortunately.
get-
Items are coming to the Animal Crossing New Horizons game. Familiar items like the super mushroom and the
So
question
cool.
block can be ordered in-game as furniture items.
Aw.
So
When?
place them however and wherever you
When?
like.
Because I have my own island, I still
You
need
can
to
also place
fucking
2
finish
warp
designing
pipes.
it. Do they work?
And
Yes.
use them to travel between
God, they
locations on your
work.
island.
Where do you go?
One
Hey,
coming to
why
God,
not try
like
recreating
coming to
the
Jesus
Oh.
thing that I like about modern video games is that things like Animal
update for the
Crossing
game
essentially
launches
have
February
like this
25th.
longevity because they can do
After
real-time
downloading it,
updates and
Super Mario
community
Brothers
events
items
and
will be
stuff.
available via Nook Shopping starting
Yes.
March 1st.
Like the fact that the internet has
Keep an
like
eye on the official Animal
the fact that
Crossing Twitter account for the
Nintendo
latest information.
is they're very active on that Twitter, by the way. Go follow that Twitter. They're very, very, very active on
We
there,
hope you continue
and they're very
enjoying life
active with
on
their
your island.
community too.
Yes. It's the reason why I also have space buttons.
How was that?
Yes.
These collaboration items
Oh.
will be released as
Pretty
part
good.
of the Super Mario Brothers 35th anniversary events. Please wait a bit longer for their release.
Well, no, because fuck you, because soon as this
We have
shit's
a global
done.
launch for the Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury game. We hope you enjoyed that Mario adventure.
Doesn't that also have a fucking time limit?
How often does
Next,
Nintendo Direct
we have
happen?
another
Is
game
it
to
like
show
each
you.
yearly quarter or something?
Every so often.
The last
But-
one was like
Not exactly
153 days ago or something like that.
Bayonetta. God damn it. This feels more like I think this probably is something for Final
It's
Fantasy.
Fire Emblem.
Uh,
Fire Emblem.
Nintendo Direct was genius though, because
Didn't the Crash Fire Emblem come out
for
on-
free.
Bam, another Fire Emblem DLC character.
Wait, no, it's not Fire Emblem. This is a different thing. I thought it was Fire Emblem.
I want
It's a
people to.
different thing.
Wait.
I want people to think of this. Nintendo had a really good idea when it came to Nintendo Direct. And if more game companies decided to do that instead of E3, game companies would save a lot more money.
What was that game with like the 8 main characters?
Octopath Traveler?
Yeah, I think that's the sequel. This is its sequel.
Oh!
Cause take a look like the art style, like
Yeah. Project Triangle Strategy.
yeah, this is a sequel to Octopath.
What?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It got that art style. It's got the
Because of the font.
Mhm, yeah.
The constant feuds among the nations over
Salt
these
and
precious
iron?
resources eventually ignited into a great conflict.
Hey, the
known
salt
as
is
the
real.
Salt Iron War. Though the hostilities
The salt war.
is rare now. Iron is also rare. We must fight for it.
No, I'm taking iron out. It's the Salt War.
caught in a
Salt
It's
war.
the Salt War.
It's just
They
salt.
all want the coom.
We need
Ew.
more salt.
Dude, behave.
What? I didn't say nothing bad.
Boom. Talk about drinking.
Consume.
Consumed.
So this is in the Octopath art style, but it's like working like fucking Fire Emblem.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it is very Fire Emblem-y. It's
to gain the upper hand.
it's in that, you know,
Oh,
tactics.
so wait, it's Fire Emblem with actual property fucking damage.
Yes, Fire Emblem with property damage.
Charge into an enemy to send them flying into position for a
No, I was kind of wrong.
We win.
This is more like this guy. This guy.
This guy. Either way, it's like a game
Yeah.
with tactics kind of
Yeah, it's a tactical RPG.
tactical RPG.
It is of the utmost importance to survey the battlefield before taking action.
No, I mean, how I will win my victories will be destroying everything in the path. Be it civilian.
Why? Why must you destroy?
In a variety of situations.
Because fuck you, that's why.
utility,
Wasn't this it like a three-way scale?
Your decisions will establish
All
your
right.
conviction, affecting how the story unfolds and who will join your cause.
Once more, I would ask you plainly, do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Estrost?
Critical decisions that may determine the fates of nations are settled by vote on the scales of conviction. Use information you've gathered to sway allies towards your cause.
That's good.
Intrigue.
The story will significantly change based on how the votes are cast.
So they refused to relinquish him to us.
Lies! His hand was forced.
As more and more critical decisions are made, your journey may take you down paths divergent from those of other players.
You will see what true might is.
Project
And then we wait.
Strategy, a brand new tactical RPG from Square Enix, will launch in 2022.
Okay.
Please be on the lookout for more information in the future.
Already delayed.
After this presentation,
Is everything going to be in 2022?
Nintendo eShop. And in the future,
Well,
we'll
think of
conduct
it. Most
surveys
people are
to
working
gather
from
further
home.
feedback. We look forward to
Yeah,
hearing
yeah,
your
that's true.
responses on the demo.
Please look forward to future updates on this brand new tactical RPG from Square Enix. Okay, let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Calling all hunters. Do you have what it takes?
Is it another Borderlands game?
Ghostbusters.
Or is it DLC or something?
What is it?
No. Oh, this is Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Oh, what is it?
Saying calling on all
Star
hunters.
Wars.
And
So-
that's all we get.
That's all we get, even though it's currently 2021.
Bounty hunters. Bounty hunters.
So we're gonna release it December 2021.
It's another Star Wars first-person shooter.
Nah. It's a free-to-play.
Oh my fucking god, it's right. Oh, okay, no, never mind.
You or the camera?
Knockout City interviews, take one.
We all
What
play
is
for
this?
different reasons. Korgan loved
What is it?
Korgan used many weapons.
Okay,
War axe, spear of misery, hate.
I was gonna say Raid Shadow Legends, but then I saw Princess Charmer and I was like, who?
Stuck up in some tower waiting
No.
for a hero.
My line of work.
The fucking the orc looks like a goddamn WoW character. Tell me
Yeah,
I'm
it
wrong.
looks like he belongs in Warcraft.
And the lieutenant looks like he belongs in Counter Strike.
Gonna lead my team to victory and kick some serious ass.
I love it.
Look, it's simple.
Korgan want new weapon.
In Knockout City, I'm like a kung fu master. I can catch bullets.
This is the game.
It's video games playing other video games, huh?
Yep.
Dodgeball.
Yes. Yes, dodgeball.
Let's find out what sound your face makes.
You already have Splatoon.
Yeah, but we don't really have that many actual dodgeball games.
I guess that's
Dodgeball.
true.
Arm the ball now!
I remember Monsters Inc. Dodgeball. I actually really liked that game.
Boom.
Can't believe we're losing to a bunch of dairy farmers. Okay, team. They may have won the battle, but not the war.
Hey,
Splints.
you're not a team if you're not wearing a uniform.
Max, this is a war zone, not a bloody fashion show.
Pass to me.
Right, so...
Come on, man, one more game.
So it looks like they got a guy from Counter-Strike. Looks like they got a guy from World of Warcraft. Whoever the hell that pixelated princess is.
Yeah, this looks like Dodge.
The idea is that they're all like from different like game genres.
Persona ripoff? Question mark?
And they all
Not
play this
Persona.
competitive dodgeball
Fucking
game.
Fight for your life, literally. Disoriented
It's called
and
World's
trapped in an
End Club,
underwater
it looks
theme
like.
park. The 12 of you, known as the Go-Getters Club, must now survive this game of fate at all costs.
Danganronpa.
Sorry to scare
Is it
Why
Danganronpa?
are you saying? Are you saying this is a very similar to
game's suddenly called
Danganronpa?
off. You escape the theme park and get a glimpse of Japan, but everyone's vanished. Set off on a
Doesn't seem
captivating
like
journey across
Danganronpa to
the
me,
country
yeah.
that blends side-scrolling action with suspenseful
Ooh.
narrative.
The one behind the whole game of fate.
As you make your way back home to Tokyo,
Huh. So a bunch of kids are the sole survivors after an apocalypse
at the end
hit.
of your
Oh,
journey.
that's
The
interesting.
battle for survival
On
begins in World's End Club, venturing onto Nintendo Switch, May 28th.
Y'all are peddling all throughout Japan on a 12-person tandem bike. Fuck off.
Hades, the critically
Oh,
acclaimed
hey,
dungeon crawler
Hades.
and recipient of
Yeah,
multiple Game of
I
the
thought
Year
that was on
awards,
on
is
Switch
getting
earlier,
a
but I was
physical release
mistaken.
on
But I was
Nintendo
wrong.
Switch.
No,
This version comes with a
Hades
couple of extras
just
to
now
assist you
came
on
to
your
Twitch.
journey out of the
Or
underworld. The
Twitch.
first is a PC download code for the Hades original soundtrack. It's packed with 2.5 hours of blood-pumping music composed by Darren Korb, known for his work on previous Supergiant titles like Transistor and Bastion. The second is a 32
that ass?
character compendium featuring portraits of the game's vibrant
Alright.
gods,
I gotta play
ghosts,
Hades
Who's-
sometime
wait,
because I
who's
really
do-
like
who-
I really like roguelites. They're like my favorite genre of game.
offering dozens of hours of
Sharp.
exhilarating
Here's the
action
thing. Stop.
paired with
Who's making the
compelling story.
physical copies?
Escape the underworld again, or for the first time, with the physical version of Hades on March 19th.
Probably the developers.
Okay, if it's Supergiant, yeah. If it's limited release. Oh, cool. The whole Ninja Gaiden series.
Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2.
The Ninja Gaiden Master Collection. That's-
See, and this is how you slowly add more and more games to your console without having to buy brand new licenses.
Yeah,
Just
but
port
each
old
one
games.
will
A
beat
lot
the
of
fuck
talk
out
about this guy, Ninja Gaiden.
Second to none. Wield an arsenal
This
of
dude
weapons,
has gotten a lot of talk
styles,
recently,
set of lethal skills,
and there was a leak with him in it.
swiftly take down enemies.
Both a game and a Nintendo DLC thing.
Yeah, it
So
makes
let's see if they do it.
And team up with
No, it would make sense to put him in fucking Smash. He
would.
like
Yeah, they put Ryu Hayabusa because Ninja Gaiden like fucking was
started on like the original Nintendo.
Entertainment System.
You know what I actually want to hear?
Ninja Gaiden in
One dynamic collection.
Ninja Gaiden
Yeah,
like
I may actually
one
get this collection.
Master Collection. You just buy it on the Switch store.
No,
Dude,
because
if
I
you're
actually
a fan of
own.
Ninja Gaiden, pick that one up today.
Yeah, I actually own 2 and 3.
battles are coming to Hyrule
More
Warriors
battles are
Age of
coming.
Calamity.
I want Hyrule Warriors so bad. When
Gimme.
once I get my tax return, I am definitely gonna try and get myself a Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I would say pick up the one like I have, like the full size one, because
Yeah.
it's easier to stream with that.
I had an option to buy a Switch Lite, but I've got an Elgato capture card right here, and I feel like
Yeah, no, that
portables-
won't work.
I feel like portables would be way more difficult to capture on stream.
No, the light doesn't connect to HDMI
At all?
at all. You have to get a full size one.
Portables used to be able
Or
to
coming
do
to
that.
Nintendo
Even
Switch.
more coming to Nintendo Switch.
You could stream the Nintendo DS because it had an HDMI cord.
4 heroes of light soon embark on a
No.
journey to restore the crystals.
How did people stream the
Use
Nintendo
job system
DS?
to
I
develop
forget.
They
the
modded
skills
it.
and master the brave and
They
deep
modded it,
commands
yeah.
to emerge
You think they're
victorious.
gonna mod the
If you
Switch
don't-
Lite?
There's the capture card mod
Veterans
for
and newcomers to the
the
series can
DS.
enjoy this brand new story
Yeah.
on February 26th.
Yeah,
But you have to basically,
Trailer for
either you know somebody who knows soldering, or you know how to
Game can
solder.
be pre-ordered on Nintendo eShop. An updated demo is also available. The latest installment in the legendary Ghosts and Goblins series comes to life.
Ah, yes,
As the
Ghosts
brave
and
knight Arthur,
Goblins.
You'll unleash weapons, spells, and skills to battle monsters.
Bro, this game was
Me and my
like
cousin played
this
this.
game was like one of the
yeah.
hardest
Is
games
also available for the first
back in
time.
like the day of the
Arthur and
early
his quest
Nintendo
with one of three
consoles.
supporting characters.
Yeah.
Wait,
It was on stream. I raged the hell out of this game.
Ghosts
Hold
and
on,
Goblins
guys. The
Resurrection,
true
February
Dark
25th.
Souls of
Available
platformers.
now on Nintendo
Yes,
eShop.
this
It really
is the
is.
true Dark Souls of platformers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ghosts and Goblins
gonna-
inspired Dark Souls.
Hold on.
Captivating journeys. Saga Frontier has been remastered for Nintendo Switch. Travel through a stunning sci-fi.
Oh, hey,
world
that
with many of
person's
the
name was
protagonists,
Ren.
each with their own stories.
Yeah, I
In addition
get
to
it.
the playable
Right.
protagonist Fuse,
Haha.
You're in a game.
features
You're in a game.
exhilarating battles and a new scenario for the
There are a lot of
themselves.
characters
Saga Frontier
named Ren
Remastered
out
is an
there.
adventure not to be missed. The game launches
Okay.
April 15th.
All
Apex
right.
Legends is storming onto the Nintendo Switch system. This free-to-play battle
Duke's probably
royale
happy to
features
hear
a
that
growing
one.
roster of
Well,
powerful
not for
Yeah.
me. It's the thing of if they make it that all your shit goes doesn't matter.
Legendary Pathfinder skin and 30 free levels for the
Bro, you gotta
Cross,
think.
cross completion or
I'm
something.
streaming a stream I'm watching. When it comes to taxing on the internet, this one would be.
No. It's not taxing. I don't know if they made it so like all your shit transfers to account to what you play on. PC doesn't matter because hell, I can play with Duke like right
Take a
after.
look at this. All right, what we got? Is it another product?
Oh yeah, there's nothing about fucking Bayonetta.
Hey, it's Aonuma.
Hey, Tanuma.
Aonuma out here to talk about
Breath of the Wild 2.
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game. Unfortunately, we don't
Yep,
have anything
call
to
it.
share right now. We apologize. Development is proceeding smoothly, and we should be able to bring you some new information this year.
Oh yeah, hey motherfuckers, what about Metroid Prime 4?
Yeah, it's like the Switch
While you're
Lite
all
is the
waiting,
cheapest
however,
console I've
this
ever
Legend
seen.
of Zelda game will come to
$100
Nintendo Switch.
flat.
This the Legend of Zelda game will be coming though.
Yeah, but it doesn't. You need the dock to be able to do it.
Yeah,
And the light doesn't accept the dock.
people are probably gonna mod it.
Wait, Skyward Sword?
They're out here re-releasing Skyward Sword.
They're probably re-releasing every Legend of Zelda game. Like, I think we're still waiting. They already released Wind Waker. Is
Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess is on the Switch now?
Yeah. Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD were released, and now we got.
I know.
I assume Skyward Sword.
I know
HD
when
is
they
probably what
initially.
they call it.
I know when they initially started out, they'd already released Ocarina of Time and Majora's
Yup,
Mask.
Skyward Sword HD.
Dude,
Oh, nice.
Ren, you should have called that when you saw the fucking birds.
Is the Legend of Zelda.
I already knew it was good. I was like, yeah, I saw the birds. I knew it was Skyward Sword. I just didn't want to say anything. Fuck.
Nintendo Switch.
Get away from there.
The Legend of Zelda.
I already knew it was like, yeah, the big ass colorful shoe bills.
Yeah.
As a sword and the nunchuck.
The first thing when you had weapon durability.
Bro, bust that ass, though. Look at that Billy Jiggle.
And we've recreated the controls for the sword and the shield here by having the player hold two Joy-Con controllers.
Oh my god!
Oh,
What?
so just like with the original Skyward Sword.
Oh, cool!
The Joy-Con
Yeah,
controller in your left
so-
hand is the shield. By lifting the controller, you can raise the shield.
My
to
god,
block
that's
enemy
awesome.
attacks.
Thank goodness that I kept my
Perform
Joy-Cons.
other actions like using both controllers to wield a
Dude,
bow.
you're supposed to keep them regardless.
Movements add a sense of urgency and tension to combat.
Joy-Cons, even though my first console got banned.
We've also made it possible to play the game with button controls
But,
to ensure
get this,
can
it still
play in
charges.
handheld mode or
How did
on
your
the
I'm not complaining about that.
system. After mulling over how to
I
assign
modded it,
different
and
gameplay
then
elements to
I
the
modded it
controls,
with the wrong
we've
thing,
decided
with
to
the wrong
apply the
version,
sword
and then
motions
it got
tilting the
blocked.
right control stick.
And that's when I got the Switch Lite, like a month later.
Yeah, the Switch Lite is
Tilt the
literally
stick
their
down when you
portable
want to swing
console
the sword
now, and
downward.
Yeah, it's sharp. Like if you want to stream Switch games, I'm telling you, you have to actually get the full size one.
Just tilt the stick
yeah,
in the respective direction.
the full size one
So there
isn't
are
that expensive.
So there are
either.
analog controls for
Like-
for this Skyward Sword port. That's interesting.
If you wanna, okay, so
The right Joy-Con
big thing,
controller
right?
is themed after the Master
Even
Sword,
when they
while the
do
left
custom
features the Iron
Joy-Cons,
Shield motif.
the Joy-Cons are pretty
The
cheap
Legend
to
of Zelda
get.
Skyward
Like the
Sword has a
interchangeable
game
custom
depicting the
Joy-Cons,
earliest
those are
story
cheap
in
to
the
get.
Legend of Zelda
All of
timeline.
Nintendo's
Details the
accessories are
events
pretty damn
around
cheap to
creation.
get
Yeah,
versus
hell.
the Xbox or PlayStation accessories.
You want to know?
Uh,
You want to know like the actual, like the size of the actual shit
Discovering the origins of the
that's
Legend of Zelda.
in the fucking thing. This
Yeah.
right here, this
Zelda
box right
Skyward
here
Sword HD
is the
features
motherboard.
July
Is the motherboard.
Following this Nintendo
that
Direct,
allows me
you'll
to
be able to
basically
pre-order the game on
stream
the
this
eShop.
to put my
Specially
Switch to the
designed
monitor.
Joy-Con controllers were
I'm-
launched on the game's release
I'm a
date.
Nintendo boy at heart. I haven't done Nintendo in a long time, which is why I want the Switch.
Yeah. Sharp. The shit for the dock is like half my phone.
However, it gave a glimpse into
Yeah,
many
my
features
very
and
first
innovations that would
console
eventually
was my
be
brother's
adopted in
Nintendo
Legend of Zelda:
64
Breath of
when
the
he
Wild.
lived here.
Using the sailcloth
And
to set
then
in midair,
the very first console
a stamina
I
gauge
owned
that
was the
depleted as you
GameCube.
scaled walls with vines or rails.
And I had
concept
like
of collecting items to upgrade gear.
72 hard
I hope
disk
those of you who
copy
played The
games
Legend
for
of
my
Zelda: Breath of the
GameCube.
Wild will give this game a try as well.
By the time I'd finished playing with it.
All the consoles, most of the consoles.
Stream
I
is just
have
about
are-
over.
Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword HD.
So no Bayonetta 3 shit.
Yep.
Well, what did you think? The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword has been optimized for Nintendo Switch. It includes intuitive motion controls and button controls by
I will say this though. Don't let
Okay,
not
the
having
next
a
game
hard
will be
copy
our
of a
last
game
announcement
deter
for
you from
today.
being able to
Please
play
take a
it.
look at this.
Yeah.
A nice combination between having hard copy games and digital downloadable
Not
games
actual in-game footage.
will allow
Well,
you to
there's-
have much larger game libraries than you did back in the day, because originally, because there was only hard copy, your game library was
Splatoon?
limited by how many shelves you had.
Splatoon 3.
Splatoon 3?
Damn. Splatoon Apocalypse Now.
Oh,
Splatoon,
I can't.
Splatoon Open World Sandbox? Bro. This shit about
Oh,
to
so
go...
instead of fucking so there's now a bow.
You can customize a little.
Oh, yeah,
partner.
little ugly ass companion.
Little ugly ass fish chicken.
Yeah,
Hey, I
sound-
think it's adorable.
Look.
companion.
This was,
So wait, they're in Paris?
oh my god, it's dragging itself across the sand. Oh wait,
Yeah.
I know what happened. This is Splatoon Plaza, guys, and it like got destroyed.
The
like the-
post-apocalypse
it's-
Splatoon shit. Time to go.
Splatoon 3, it's post-apocalyptic.
It's time to.
That's an interesting spin on
I
things.
really like the ugly little fish chickens.
How did it happen? Did they just like set off a giant nuke and it inked
Yeah,
everything?
the big ass paint nuke destroyed everything.
Wait, what if there's something more dark behind this though? The Octolings and the Inklings hated each other. What if they did something that created this?
They went
They
to war.
started nuclear war.
They actually went to war.
Cannot. It's another goddamn. It's not Japan. You weren't in Japan. You were in France. That was the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, and this is a
Or
different
maybe it was
plaza.
the Tokyo Skytree.
This isn't a different.
Wow.
This is Splatoon 3.
Wow.
Or
Alright.
maybe only
I'm curious to see what happened to
Wait
the
a minute.
original
Take my
Splatoon
like.
Plaza.
That made me like this. Hell yeah, take my like.
Something I
Oh,
think
God,
is
no.
interesting is people still play
Time to-
Splatoons 1 and
time
2
to have
equally.
the post-apocalyptic war games.
Oh yeah.
Just come on. Hey, wait, nah. There's now a fucking fat man in Splatoon.
Man.
Don't you? Don't you talk about the paint nuke that destroyed the entire Splatoon world.
2022.
All right.
The paint nuke.
The paint nuke.
God, even the children
wait,
scream.
Hold on.
Wait.
Hold on. Are we getting another duo of fucking Are we getting a new duo?
In the Splatoon series, Splatoon 3. This game is scheduled to launch in 2022, so ittle be a while. We hope you'll stay tuned for more information at a later time.
I know Hoop has to be
2022,
happy.
That's next year, damn.
Today, we
I know Hoop has to be happy about that since he loves Splatoon.
I'm actually very
variety of games are in
glad
development.
when they reveal games that are coming a year
and we
from
look
now,
forward to sharing more news with you in
because
the
it
future.
shows that like
That's
certain
all for today's
studios
Nintendo
with
Direct.
Nintendo.
Thank you for watching.
Or actually plan
No
to do
way.
shit.
No way. It's already over.
Yeah.
79 minutes.
What do you do?
And you know what? That's fine. I'm just gonna.
No, that was 50 minutes.
Just gonna pause the feed here. There we go. And now we can discuss what we just saw. Because
okay, Pyras and Smash. That's the first topic of discussion. Pyras and Smash. What do y'all think about it?
Well,
I'm not really surprised, but I'm not entirely happy, but I'm grateful.
You still didn't get Waluigi.
I've never gotten the pleasure of
I still
playing...
say he might be the very, very last one. If not, I'm not gonna be mad.
I've never gotten the pleasure of playing Fire Emblem, so I don't actually know that much about Pyra.
Pyra's not from Fire Emblem.
Wait, which one is she from?
Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Okay, same thing. I haven't gotten to play Xenoblade.
It's not
Chronicles.
2.
They're very different. They're very different games in terms of how they're played. They're Fire Emblem's a series of tactical RPGs.
Yeah.
Xenoblade is a series of action RPGs.
Yeah, the biggest fundamental problem I have here is before I had my own money, for the longest time I was just strictly a PC player for years. And before I'd ever gotten into PC, I jumped between, I'm going to say, 4 or 5 different consoles. So, starting out, my very first console that I owned was a GameCube. And then, eventually, I traded in my GameCube for an Xbox 360. Because I had a huge library of games in my GameCube. And back then, trading in your stuff at GameStop would have been a pretty good idea.
When it was actually profitable.
Back when it was profitable, yeah. And, well, the GameStop store credit also, back in the day, worked towards helping you buy those new consoles. It was the primary thing they wanted you to do. They wanted people to buy new consoles because all of the newer games are full-priced releases. So they would make quite a killing off of any customer they were able to sell a new console. Because then you'd be buying the new games. After I had an Xbox 360 for a while, one day I came into my room and my dad had given me his old PlayStation 2. I was very versatile between PlayStation 2 games and Xbox 360. I'd even bought, because at the time, when I'd been given the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 was out, but they hadn't yet stopped making a line of new PlayStation 2 games. And there were old PlayStation 2 games I could always go back and play, which there were some pretty good ones. I could never find Rayman for my GameCube or other consoles I had, but I had coincidentally found Rayman 3 Hoodlum Havoc, and because I'd had a PlayStation 2, I got to play that. Hoodlum Havoc was a good game. That's one thing I would like to see, because I saw they brought Rayman Origins and Rayman Legends to the Switch. I would like to see them get the licenses of the original 3 Rayman games and bring those to Switch.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. When it comes to things that I'm intrigued about, is always getting the opportunity to play old games that I always wanted to play.
Thank you.
Emulators exist, but when you go and do things a little less savory to get your hands on the ROMs or the iOSs,
then it becomes a pain in the ass.
It becomes a pain in the ass because it's a question of how well the emulator coded it. But if you can get your hands on the original disc, any emulator will play those games flawlessly, almost.
So now, well, one thing I gotta say, this is definitely not something that would happen with a Fire Emblem rep because they always put the
Hey guys,
protagonist.
What up?
I'm gonna I'm gonna mute my mic real quick. But
Going for a smoke?
oh, cold showers tomorrow. Oh yay.
Fun.
I just wanted to add in about the ROMs thing. It's a lot better if you rip it from your own disc
Yes.
or from your own cartridge if you have
Yes.
the right tools.
Um,
Because that way, if anything goes wrong, you know it's the emulator and not your cartridge or your disc. Unless if your disc is scratched to all hell, then it is your disc.
The conversation about emulation is definitely one I'm going to jot down for Sharpcast Plugged, because when it comes to like conversations about emulation, people view it as piracy because of the pirated ROMs, which that part's illegal. Yes.
No, I told you the kid thought that like the act of fucking
But emulating the software, no. There is no direct trademark on creating a functional system that would play Switch, for example, like Wii U, right? Wii U's abandonware at this point. If you wanted to take any original Wii U disc and play it on a Wii U emulator instead, because we use abandonware, it's eligible for emulation. Actually, at any point, different softwares are eligible for emulation. It's protected under federal copyright law. Emulators are 100% legal. And in fact, there was a study done for people that legally emulate. It actually still encouraged sales in what were thought dead markets.
Exactly.
And the thing of it is even with like how I emulate a bunch of the older Nintendo games, either I can't fucking find the cartridge, or it's fuck off pores. You ain't getting this.
Yeah, like just for the sake of saving space, I would probably like get the disc in order to burn my own ROM off of, but that's not illegal. Like,
yeah,
if
that's
you're
not
doing
illegal.
If you're doing it with your own bot copy and you're not like redistributing it to everyone and their mom, that's not illegal. Burning discs is not an illegal thing to do.
Exactly. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say on that matter. I will be right back.
Yeah. And people, for instance, I could sell if I still have my copy of my Super Mario collection that also had a bunch of the Mario games and Super Mario World. That thing, like at the time that it was sold, but before my dumbass cousin took it, like a few $100s.
Like, here's my thing, right? I would prefer that Switch keeps moving. Switch keeps going and putting like older Nintendo games on their digital store, and the digital store carries over to any future console they make.
I'm still hoping out.
Yeah. Like that's actually what these consoles like PlayStation and Xbox are trying to accomplish with the cloud, is they are trying to make a versatile system for both game streaming and enjoyment. But at the same time, if you create a console that functions off the cloud, any game you had in your game store, it's no longer the Xbox One game store. It's like the Microsoft game store now because of the level of crossplay compatibility they've done. No matter what model of Xbox they switch to, like they're on the new they're on the new Xbox Series X, right? Like yeah, all the previous games on Xbox One I know are on that thing because of the digital store. So they'd already preemptively planned for a switchover.
Oh wow! Yeah,
it doesn't necessarily have to read the discs if it's already available on the digital store. And Microsoft actually draws from a bigger pool of a player base now, because a good chunk of the third-party available Xbox games are also available on the Xbox PC app and available on the Xbox PC Game Pass. Like, that was the best move Microsoft could have made.
Exactly, and I actually got that subscription, and it's pretty good, even on the mobile data.
I bought the Game Pass Ultimate because I have a One and a PC.
Yeah, let me for like back to the emulation thing. Let me put this into perspective for like people. If I still have my copy of fucking Earthbound, and I kept all my fucking shit. I kept my shit in fairly good, like all my games in fairly good condition. My copy of fucking Earthbound currently, loose packet, all right. The complete, all right. The whole thing. If I sold a copy of Earthbound new, $2,000.
Yeah. Like, here's my thing, right?
Just the box is like $270.
When you learn actually how functional applications and systems for consoles and PCs work, you'll come to find that there isn't a huge fundamental difference nowadays between the operating system of a console and the operating system of a PC. One has more storage space and power, but a console nowadays is basically just a weaker PC set to do specific things.
Yep.
Like,
I'm back.
So
What
then,
I miss?
So then, looking at that, the thing that's strange is like backwards compatibility is honestly easier than ever. So like, when it comes to stuff like Earthbound and stuff like that, does your thing play online now? I'm actually curious about this for anyone who knows. Is the original Earthbound available on Switch?
I don't think so.
Because like I know for a fact if the Switch can play to modern standard, it should be able to play older games fairly well.
I think it should be. It's the thing of we're not getting fucking Mother 3 because of shit because of legal reasons.
Yeah.
Did Mother 3 only release in Japan, or what happened there?
Yep.
Yeah, Mother 3 was a Japan only release.
Yep.
Why the fuck are they depriving us of Mother? We need to have like another war over that shit or something.
No, the reason for Mother 3 is because we won't get the. You have a translation. It's a thing of you're not getting Mother 3 because like the soundtrack is going to get them in fucking trouble.
Why?
A bunch of copyrighted shit is in the soundtrack.
See, this is a large reason we have
Which
to
is something that's
revisit
more.
the DMCA.
You see, it's more. Music companies are a lot less strict in Japan, in terms of copywriting things. In the US, it's like really, really brutal what the music companies do, is what.
I feel like the way it should work is how consumers' right to a product usually works in standard of sales contracts. When you purchase a song, you should have like a temporary or subscription-based license to the copyright of that song, I think.
Well, that's how it works usually.
Yeah,
however,
usually. Yeah.
because this game released on the Game Boy Advance, keep this in mind. It released on the Game Boy Advance. It was like early 2000s sort of thing. That releasing it now without renewing proper licenses would not work out.
All right, how much would it cost to renew the licenses?
I don't know.
There's where we hit a conundrum.
Poor sales in the it wasn't released to the US due to like poor sales in the of Earthbound in the first place. Like there was, but the DS was already up. Oh yeah, bear in mind this was released in 06.
So wait. They're basing the idea of not allowing a new game in the year 2020 where the world is more connected by the internet and has more accessible knowledge and information to these things they previously didn't. They're basing whether they would bring this game to the United States off of sales that were made all the way back in the 1980s before we were born.
90s. The 1990s.
Was 1990 when
Yeah.
Earthbound first came
Yeah,
to the US?
and dude,
Yeah.
I was born when Mother was released.
I was born in 1996. When was Mother
Born in
released?
1997.
3.
I was born in 98.
Damn.
Nice.
So most
I
of
was
us
born the same year that Banjo-Kazooie and the original Super Smash.
Yeah,
that's the thing I don't get though.
Mother is
Super Mario
Mother
64 released.
Earthbound is younger than me by a year.
I hate the way people judge standard and custom because when it comes to older generations, they never take into consideration cultural change. Like,
since we're talking about not really about things regarding things regarding like no new releases.
Yeah, dude, Shark, you're thinking of
Capcom buried its own grave with Darkstalkers.
This is why we do shit like console jailbreaking, by the way. When they exclusivize a game to another country, this is the primary reason we do that.
Yeah, you're thinking, other than that, Gonzo would remember the original release of Mother. The first game.
Yeah, the first Mother game.
Yeah, because Mother was
so the initial Mother.
Like the initial Mother was made in was released. The initial release date for it was in July 27th, 1989.
So are they basing whether they bring Mother 3 over here on Earthbound sales or Mother 1 sales?
On Earthbound.
Damn.
Because Mother 1 was also not released here.
I think what they
I think fucking HAL closed.
So the only one we ever got was Earthbound, and then we've
we only got the second game in a trilogy.
So we've never, ever, other than Smash Bros. And Earthbound, gotten a real taste of the Mother franchise.
We haven't gotten a taste of the entire Mother series. We've only gotten the middle part.
Actually, no, they re-released.
Here's my question, though. I know Mother was in Brawl, like it was heavily referenced in Brawl. Where in the Mother series did that take place in the Smash Bros. In the Smash Bros. Universe? Well, back in Subspace Embassy.
Emissary.
What are you specifically talking about?
When you fought Pig.
Porky?
Porky.
Yeah, Porky.
When Porky became a big robot, that's
Mother 3.
That's Mother. It's Mother.
That's Mother 3 Porky.
3. Yeah, Mother 3 Porky, because Mother 2 Porky. Yeah, the robot thing at the end, but then like that was expanded in Mother 3.
Yeah.
So, what are your guys' opinions on a lot of people speculating that Porky might be coming to Smash as a character since his assist trophy is missing?
A thought.
He never had an assist trophy.
They're not gonna do that because
he never had an assist trophy. He was a boss in the Subspace
That's the thing.
Emissary.
I know. I'm just saying because he's a missing boss. I was assuming that they would put him as an assist trophy, but he's not there either.
That's like saying let's put Gygas as in Smash.
Bro, they should put Gygas in Smash though.
There actually are boss battles that they put in Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, there's Ridley, but the thing of it is
no, I mean boss battles they put in Smash Ultimate. Don't you remember?
Yeah.
In the World of Lights.
Yes.
Well, Gygas is the size of fucking Galactus.
Gygas could be realistically scaled down for Smash.
Yeah.
As a boss.
Definitely.
And
Plus,
purely as
if
a
you
boss.
actually play you to the end, nah, for barely got off, barely got out that fight.
Yeah, like canonically, yeah, guy just almost fucking killed them. Like,
Yet people are saying like Ness was able to completely defeat Gygas, even though that was a very close battle.
It was
No.
Therefore,
very,
people are
very
power
close.
scaling, saying that Ness can just straight
No,
up defeat
as a psychic, Ness is strong.
He's
Actually,
strong, definitely.
Actually, yeah. That's actually something I've noticed about anime and video games when people do power scaling. They count a victory as a power scale, but then they take context away from that victory, right?
Yeah.
Like if it was a victory that was close
Here's
met,
the
or a
thing.
victory where the hero almost lost.
Now, here's the thing with that statement, though. That depends on who you watch. I watch someone called Salad Saiyan, and he actually goes correctly. And I'll
He
not
goes-
not
goes
not
through-
just Dragon
Salad
Ball, but
Saiyan's
he
the same guy
but
who
he also
said-
does Naruto, and he does My Hero Academia as well. He does power scale. He does power scaling in that as well, and he refers to the actual like canon power levels. You know what I mean?
However,
He
Salad
doesn't
Saiyan's
make up
also
shit.
the same guy who claims that you could go you could that characters could feasibly go Kaioken and Super Saiyan at the same time without breaking their bodies.
That wasn't a what if though. That wasn't a what if.
That was in multiple what ifs.
Still,
Ren,
humans can use the actual Kaioken.
It's true humans can use the I'm just saying,
Actually,
going both Super Saiyan and Kaioken seems a bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
But you also didn't
Wait, didn't
No.
Goku go Super Saiyan Blue and stack Kaioken on top of that?
So
yes, but that's a different transformation.
Here's a point.
It was a calmer state in Blue.
Here's a point I want to make, and Ren, I think you were with me and Viral when we were having this conversation. But when Viral brought up about how Ultra Instinct is not a Saiyan specific transformation,
I was the one who brought it up.
You
with
brought it
you,
up. You
sir.
brought it up. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, anyone can have it. It's kind of like Conquer. From what I see, it's kind of like Conquer talking.
Yeah, it's
explained
like
it.
It's based on the
Ren.
on the Buddhist on the Zen Buddhist philosophy of Mushin or mindlessness. What?
Yeah, what were you gonna say, Dick?
I was just saying, Ren, do you remember how Whis explained it? Because he actually explained it in the manga, but they didn't put it in full detail in the anime.
Well, again,
do you remember what he said?
Based on the way Whis explained it, it's very much the Zen Buddhist concept of Mushin. You are able to
move without thinking.
Utilize you're able to go on. You're able to instinctually sense danger in a relaxed state, leading to being able to evade quicker and strike more decisively.
Yeah, strike more decisively, but there is something that I have noticed about Ultra Instinct that makes it very unique in Standards of Transformations. It's like, it would have been one thing if it just heightened Goku's instincts. But somehow, some way, this transformation also does give Goku a significant power boost. So it's not just it's not just enhancing his senses, it's enhancing his physical prowess.
I think that part is mainly because of the Zenkais. I would say because of the Zenkais, because Whis did explain that Ultra Instinct does do a toll on your body.
Yeah.
Same thing as Kaioken, but it's worse.
Considering the whole Saiyan biology.
Hey guys.
And those cells fight each other.
Kingdom Hearts is coming on PC next month.
No
I
shit.
saw that.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Kingdom Hearts on
actually,
the
hold on.
PC.
Hold on. Are you talking about how Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming? Because I already knew that from the Epic Games Store.
It's not just.
I didn't know that it was coming on PC.
All of them are coming to PC.
Yeah.
Yes!
Oh my god.
The exclusivity
Yes!
deal finally broke. We can play Kingdom Hearts on PC.
Yes, we can do that. I can show you.
Kingdom Hearts mods now.
Yes, Kingdom Hearts mods.
So it's 1.5 and 2.5. There's 2.8. Melody of Memory is also coming. Like all of this is happening like next month on the 30th.
I was really concerned.
That's crazy.
I was really concerned because starting out, I only saw Kingdom Hearts 3 was available on Epic Games Store. I was really worried it was going to be an exclusive.
Sharp, click the top of it where it's like gray, and you can see the others.
Sharp, I actually got a quick question.
What up?
Do you want to transition if Ren and Silent are up for it? Do you want to transition over to VR chat and we can still talk in there?
I don't have VR chat installed.
I have VR chat installed.
I'll say this one, maybe in the next stream, because I was already pressed for time setting this one up, and the thing is, I would have to make like a whole different screen and
all that shit.
And then
that was kind of
stuff.
Yeah, that was kind of my fault. I'm the one that kind of woke you up at 8 a.m. dumping ice on you, screaming we're gonna watch the Nintendo Direct. Yeah.
Other than that, apparently, Axiom Verge is getting a sequel.
So we didn't discuss much about the Direct.
No, we segued away from the fucking
way off topic.
What are we doing?
Nothing.
So new Mario Golf seems very interesting.
Yeah.
The Mario sports games always have some kind of unique spin to them.
I'm not much of a golf person, but the first Mario Golf game that I played was on the GameCube, and I had a hell of a time playing it. The fact that they made a Switch version, I'm very, I'm not excited, but I'm very happy about it. Because that looks like almost identical to the gameplay footage of the GameCube era.
Man,
and that's what brought a smile on my face.
Something I actually want that Super Mario RPG, that really old game, made me long for, was the idea of like more turn-based Mario RPG combat, like Paper Mario and stuff like that.
Well, they're the Mario and Luigi RPG.
Yeah, but I wanted a Mario and Luigi RPG that plays more like Divinity Original Sin. So like more of like an overhead turn-based where you have like versatility in your options and stuff. Yeah.
An overhead-based Mario RPG, that would be a really interesting. That would be a big like a big turn in this day and age.
No, it's the thing of if you're gonna do Super Mario, like we need Super Mario, like the Paper Mario, back to like the days of like the 1,000-Year Door.
Well, it's like
literally look. Sharpwing can vouch because he follows me on Twitter. I've been saying this. We need a Paper Mario trilogy where it's the updated design of Paper Mario, but it's all three of the games. The first one, the 1,000-Year Door, and then Super Paper Mario. And then we already got all the rest already.
But they won't do that.
You don't think so?
Because Paper like 1,000-Year Door, like a bunch of those jokes were like shit that Nintendo's not okay with now.
Oh yeah, wouldn't they just edit out the jokes though?
And that would piss people off.
Yeah.
Because the dude who did Paper Mario 3,
I mean,
like 1,000-Year Door, and the
I just
original
got a really good example here.
You
don't
voted
work
Trump.
with
No,
Nintendo.
I thought you were gonna say you voted Trump or some shit. But then I think actually anybody who's worked for Nintendo has probably been Japanese. Now I think about it.
Not Nintendo of America buildings, because there's a
Well,
Nintendo
yeah,
of America buildings where
Nintendo of
there's
America.
a lot of
That's true.
Americans. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Fuck. What were we just talking about?
His thought exploded in his brain.
Yeah. What were we just talking about?
Regarding Mario and RPGs, it is well, considering how Nintendo is sort of, it's like with Disney and Mickey Mouse, sort of sanitizing him more and more regarding
Not
brand.
Not
making
when
him
you think of
more brand safe, Mr. Mario.
I hate those words, brand safe.
Not if you watch the recent Mickey Mouse cartoons, dude.
Yeah,
What
listen, I'm not talking about now, okay?
Like,
listen to me.
Hold on. What the fuck? What the fuck was I gonna say? Fuck.
Getting Mario.
Say earlier. I have a good example of fans not really caring about censorship. Spyro the Dragon trilogy was fun as hell. I had a blast. I played every single one, and it was amazing. The only thing that I had a little tiff with is that in the original, some of them had Tommy guns and miniguns, but they were replaced with something else that was more kid friendly. Now I didn't mind it because that's just how it is nowadays.
Yeah.
Now if it now when it comes to actually reading out the joke, I can understand if something's a little too dirty for modern day. I don't know.
How about the fact that I think originally Birdo was supposed to be a transgender or some shit.
Oh no, Birdo is still Birdo is all.
Well, what was Birdo? Like
is
a boy
still
in
trans.
drag?
Trans.
Yeah. I do remember that shit though, and it was really interesting. It was really interesting to see that as long back as like Nintendo creations, because like, one, right? So, bit of Lefty Sharp coming out. I like when Nintendo tests the limits of what they're allowed to show and say. So like when they were doing that shit with Paper Mario, or when they were doing that kind of shit with Super Mario RPG.
Speaking of
I think it was good
Mario
to see like that
and
super
trans characters that just gotta
the
character Vivian,
Yeah,
Vivian.
Yeah, Vivian's also trans.
Yes, but all mentions of her originally being male were wiped from the international.
Yeah, yeah, like
there was only something you would pick up on the Japanese release.
And you know that's the thing, right? People like complain about like woke SJWism and shit like that. The thing we're not noticing when we're complaining about woke people being in our gaming spheres is that companies and government bodies and even society are still trying to actively work to pretend like gay and trans people don't exist by trying to cut characters that were meant to be us out of our hobby.
And that's when you try and tell people, and I get annoyed with people saying, "Oh, they have this kiss." If it's not in the internet, for me, if it's not in the international release, then it didn't happen.
I think
kind of like that Star Wars kiss.
I think that whole thing is like bullshit though, because does that mean like all the shit that Hollywood had to cut out of their movies for China didn't happen?
From the international release, then yes.
Yeah, like okay, so I think we're saying this from the perspective of that's how it is, but we don't agree with it, right? Like, because that fucking stifles artistic innovation, and it's really, really fucking shitty to our friends and peers. Like, I think one thing, right? It's a big deal to say you have gay friends or trans friends or black friends, but that's just talk. I think it's okay when you actually have a problem with people removing a trans character or a black character or a gay character from a game for political reasons. Why? Because in a kind of emotional way, they're essentially gatekeeping the hobby. Like, gay people can play this game, but we're never going to represent you. Trans people can play this game, but if a developer wants to make a trans character, don't worry, we'll erase it in China. Fucking, that sucks. And, you know, the thing I'm talking about is these were things that were outright edited out that the developer decided, hey, this should be in my original work. And then, you know, the people in charge were like, oh, no, you can't do that. What is that? That's fucking stifling of artistic innovation, right?
Yeah.
That's stifling of creativity.
Absolutely.
And
although I also get annoyed with people thinking that shit has to like certain demographics have to be in something.
Yeah.
It's not that they have to be represented.
Yeah.
Like people can represent them if they want. I feel like that's the big problem. That's the big problem with this discussion.
I'm right there. I'm right there in the middle, right? So like a lot of these quote trans or gay characters that were introduced, people like to think, oh, they just introduced that to please the focus groups. Sometimes, but a lot of the time, now that creators and artists know they can actually get away with putting gay people in works, have been doing it out the ass because of all the years they weren't allowed to. Like, and I'm perfectly fine with that. So while it may quote unquote feel a bit forced, you know, back in the day, I used to get really salty about that kind of shit while I was still trying to figure out who I was. But nowadays, having been a little worked, a little seasoned, a little jaded, I'm really fucking tired of people pretending like I don't exist.
No, I mean, it's the thing of I don't care about the ideology thing. It's the thing of you make a gay character just for the sake of a gay character if it doesn't fit well.
Well,
it doesn't add or it doesn't take away. But the thing of it is I don't care. It's kind of like the thing of like the sexuality of like Apex characters is known. Although here's the thing.
The problem I have is
Silent.
like when they were like, oh, let's make this character gay, and the developer was like, well, see, I didn't want that character to be gay. I was making this character gay. It's like, well, we don't care. Make that character gay. Like, I have a problem with that.
Yeah, changing, like the whole changing the intention of changing things at the behest of the developers.
Here's my thing, right? So to please everybody, you don't have to make the main character gay. We don't have to start there, right? But anybody that wants to can.
Yeah, go. You don't have to make characters gay, but if you want to make gay characters, go ahead.
If gay movements want to like add an expectation to their hobbies going forward, I think the most proper demand to make would be have a gay character, have a trans character, have a, I don't know, cross-dressing or non-binary character, have a X character, and then we'll go from there. Like, yeah. Like, let's see how they write them. Let's see how they write them. Let's see if, because another thing, maybe certain developers don't write gay characters because they don't understand gay people.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, okay. I actually, since I'm bringing this up,
I'm gonna be real. Dude, you go first.
I've been writing a few stories, and there's one story in particular that's been in my head, but I've been struggling to put it on paper because of because I'm honestly scared uh, uh, of where that will take me.
Yeah.
You see, I have this idea, this story that I've written is of a super of a superhero who without who ends up who ends up you know being in a gay love story in a gay love story uh, with this with one of the with like one of the villains higher elites. It's to one of the main villains higher elites. It's to I want it to be a sort of, I basically I'm writing it like any other love story that would write, and I have of course experience of being gay, and but the problem is I feel I just I'm always there's always something stopping me in my head from writing it.
I think because there was like that period in time where we really weren't allowed to explore this or do that. If you write a gay character, write them however you want to. If you write a trans character, write them however you want to. I think the only thing people actually want is like take Silence of the Lambs for example. Buffalo Bill was a real person in human society, a real murderer. In Silence of the Lambs, it was implied that the man was either sexually androgynous or transgender. Buffalo Bill was a bastard, and I can kind of understand why people were like, "Oh well, we had trans representation in media. What about Buffalo Bill?" Yeah, no, definitely. A trans middle schooler definitely wants to be Buffalo Bill.
No.
Okay, listen to me. You listen to me.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I really okay. So I feel like that's the big problem.
Yeah.
The big problem. I'm not I'm not talking in agreement with you. Listen to me. The big problem is whenever we have because there's more need for representation of these sort of sexual minority groups within fiction, and they have to be good. There is no real there's this big pushback against those that kind of representation, LGBTQ plus representation for bad guys, and that for villains, for antagonists, because they're gonna say like, "Oh, you're just saying they're all monsters." No, this character who happens to be LGBTQ plus is a monster. That's the
Yeah, it's kind of like the reason like
he's just another character.
Okay,
and
so
but everyone's gonna be like, "Oh no, you're saying they're all monsters."
I know what
kind of like how do you
I
get
know
like
what you're
less
talking about, right? But because we're in such like a hostile time when it comes to representation, I think it's a little easier remedied than people think, right? So follow me. If you have an LGBT villain and it's isolated, people are going to wonder what you're trying to say about that, right? Like, take, for example, the recent murder mystery novel J.K. Rowling wrote. Her turf stances are pretty fucking out there if you read a few pages on the story's villain. It's about what you're trying to say, right? So, So let's say you have a gay villain and a trans sidekick to the protagonist. Do those things counterbalance? Yeah, probably.
I would say so.
Yeah. So I would think. Okay, so you say, okay, I absolutely 100% want this villain to be LGBT because I want to show LGBT people can be bad people too. In order to properly work with that, you're a writer. This is a storytelling element. You don't want to make LGBT people look bad. That's not your intention. What if you provided a foil to the LGBT villain that is also LGBT?
Now, okay, so of course that is the solution. That is an easy solution. However, you don't understand context. People are sick.
You're skipping out.
Yeah.
Your mic was skipping out a little.
All right.
Yeah, Silent. I sent you another message.
Okay. So I'm just saying, like, there's make it. I I've been racked within an environment where an environment where a lot of people I hang out with just want like want everything that is LGBT to within their fiction to be squeaky clean. And it broke me.
I know.
It absolutely.
I know. I
It
look at
broke me.
the way those conversations are handled, and I just think, man, these people must feel really insecure about being gay.
Yeah.
Sharp, there's people who still think Desmond is amazing is okay.
Desmond is amazing.
What is Desmond?
What is that?
The fucking kid who was at the gay bar basically stripping.
Oh, that shit.
Oh.
Yeah,
No.
no, they shouldn't have been letting a small child fucking dance on a strip pole. That's disgusting.
Hey, Silent.
Yeah.
Platforms or no platforms?
I'm not playing Smash right now.
Damn.
All right. So I realize, okay, the thing that blocks into my head regarding that gay love story that I was going to
You also forget when people also commit the writing sin of when doing characters of I'm this just specifically for this.
No, actually. It's because I feel like I would I feel like this thing in my head is like one half of my head saying I'm just gonna write it the way I want to write it. The other half saying, oh yeah, I should pander to the yaoi market. No,
fuck no.
My God. Okay.
Look,
that's the problem. That's what's stopping. It's just like there. It's just like I feel like now it's like I feel like the only way that I'd be able to do able to write a love
You could
story
turn
is to
the light
pander
on.
to the yaoi market because of because of the people I associated myself with before.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about the era of this conversation, and maybe it's just me, but it really feels like there's a hostile disconnect that doesn't really need to be there because you and I don't really disagree on a lot of the things you're saying right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the only thing I can do is some positive reinforcement. You're among friends. It's not like
Exactly.
it's not like we can't have a few small disagreements on certain things and just like
it's just it's
I'm not trying to shame you, right? I just needed to point out it doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to feel that way.
It really doesn't.
You really don't. And I'm not I'm not going to fault you for tripping over yourself and fucking stumbling. I do it all the time. If I judged you for that, I would have to be twice as harsh on myself, and I don't feel like doing that. Instead, yeah.
Yeah, and for me, it's the thing of I just mainly get annoyed when people commit the writing sin of I made a character of this reason, this race, this reason,
I think
and that is just what they are.
I think what I found, Silent, and I've largely left that reactionary camp. Like, there are points where I get heated, and haha, I have a podcast called the Sharpcast Heated that I do, but the heatedness of the conversation isn't over like petty shit. Like, was Mass Effect Andromeda any good? Those conversations are useless to actually helping me learn and be a better person. And what I've kind of learned throughout life is we don't pursue knowledge for knowledge's sake. We pursue knowledge to solve a problem we're having.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, knowledge has an applicable use. We don't just pick up a book and read it randomly. We pick the book we want to read.
Yeah, we knowledge is stored for problem solving.
Moreover, right? I've come to reconcile with the idea that just because I support certain things, that doesn't make me any less of the person I was previously. In fact, I feel like it makes me more because I'm more honest. But blatantly put, I don't think if you're an LGBT person, or just any person for that matter, that's just trying to write an LGBT villain because they want an LGBT villain. So what? Like, people want stuff all the time, and here's the thing about individual creation, that's your right. And I know oftentimes this shit gets lost in the mucky muck, right? But a lot of these Discord groups or forums where we get talked down to or have stupid, benign, crazy shit said to us, it's just a fraction of the world and the broader conversation that's actually going on around us. So, like, Duke's a fucking Waluigi stan, but it'd be a little disrespectful if you compared him to the people that fucking sent Sakurai death threats because he hasn't put Waluigi in yet.
Exactly.
That's not comparable.
No.
Okay.
Oh god.
Like I remember that time, and it was a bad time to be a Waluigi fan, because if you were a Waluigi fan, automatically you were just marked as a terrorist towards Sakurai. And I hated that.
Yeah.
Can I? All right. I don't think you got what I said fully. I said I don't like it when people make it just one facet of an identity. It's just the entirety of a character. Basically, I'm gay and that's all I am. For me, that's a fucking pet peeve. That's a pet peeve.
Yeah.
So
it's very.
If you're not a background character,
yeah, I get
there's no reason of being that one dimensional.
Yeah, like I get that. Like, if you're gonna have, like, for example, a protagonist that's gay, protagonist has a huge role to fill. Like, for one, in most stories, protagonist has to be dynamic. So when it comes to characters, protagonist has to start as one of two things. Either one of the most closed-minded and naive characters in the party, or one of the most forward-thinking and open-minded characters of the party. Because there are two different juxtapositions in which you become dynamic. Because there are two forms of naivete. There's bigotry, and then there's blind optimism. Like, And both of those make a good dynamic character. The dynamic character, the protagonist, has
That was
to
just
be
dumb.
Has to be flawed. 100% important. Because you don't tell a compelling story with a character people can't relate to. So, like, when Ren talks about how people in his inner circle want LGBT people that are squeaky clean, I'm just thinking, why do you hate being gay so much? Like,
Yeah,
that's just what I think about these people. They hate
What do
themselves.
you mean by like squeaky
the thing
clean?
the thing is, when I say squeaky clean, what I'm saying is, they don't want
They don't want any
they don't want
LGBT
any of the
person.
bad actions that they do viewed as bad actions because they're gay.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I know too many people that fucking do that, and I hate it.
Ugh, it pisses me off.
Hey.
Which is why which is actually, here's the thing. Which is why, interestingly, within one of the roleplay groups I was in, I made a character to be as stereotypically gay as possible, and then made him straight.
All right, so nah. So you made him metrosexual, but nah.
Yeah,
What was that fucking? What was the gay dude? What was that voice actor from that was on the Black Dynamite when like that got shot during like the nighttime pride parade? I fucking forgot his name, but I know, but he's like making fun of like one of the gayest dudes in Hollywood.
Talking about,
Hold on.
It was like, I just had to. I was like, you know what? This isn't. You know what? You want to fucking play this? Let's do this. Let's put the gay stereotype on and straight to.
Yeah. No, like
So then I was able to make it. Then I was able to make him flawed and have people who like him and people who don't.
Yeah.
Instead of the mods being like, no, you should like him because he's not straight. No people should hate him.
Wow.
So, virtually impossible. If you make a character too gay, somebody's going to hate them. If you make a character not gay enough, somebody's going to hate them. You know, when it comes to the internet, they're fucking stupid when it comes to the demands they make. Because they're not asking for like reasonable or practical things, right? He's like,
always asking for big extreme.
Like, yeah, like, oh, you've got one loaf of bread. He doesn't go, hey, can I have a slice? He goes, give me that loaf. It's like, but
hey, no, don't just give me that loaf. Give me two.
Like, I don't have to.
Like, give me 2 loaves, damn it.
Exactly. But I'm not saying people shouldn't make demands or requests or try to make people understand their perspective. That's kind of what we're here for. Like, let's be honest.
My cheeks hurt with how much I'm smiling.
When you say your opinion about X and then you say, I don't care, full of shit. You wouldn't have expressed your opinion in the first place if you didn't care to some capacity. But that counts for us too, period. Yeah. So we're not going to say we don't care when we say certain things. We absolutely do.
Yeah.
I'm not. I will never say that again. It's like, I don't care about this. I don't care about that. If I say I don't care, I'm going to say what I don't care about. I don't care about the responses I'm going to get back about generic, oh, Sharpwing, you're just an LGBT phobe, honey. Baby doll. Sweetheart. Gorgeous. Precious. No. Just, no. This ain't it, Chief.
This is not it.
That's just how I've learned to be with this shit. I ban people like that from my chat. I don't put up with it.
Right. Oh yeah. So, back to Nintendo stuff.
Second fucking time. Just fucking ADHD, bro. Let's segue over here.
Splatoon 3.
Oh man, finally.
I'm honestly hyped.
Yeah. I also really liked that Mario Animal Crossing thing.
Yeah.
Like
Just be some cute little
Yeah.
Also, also, I'm actually kind of digging the idea of Miitopia with broader customization on.
I never played
because
Miitopia.
I do like Miitopia. It's a very interesting RPG. It has a battle system that it has like it's mechanically very interesting as an RPG, at least to me.
Am I still here?
Yeah, you're still here.
Yeah.
How?
I don't know.
Launching it.
You tell me.
I don't know. I'm scared.
It's your fucking audio driver being a demon, Duke.
All I wanted to do was look at this Discord notification and the whole thing froze.
What time does Sharpcast start anyways?
Wait, is John DiMaggio fucking gay?
No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he is. Why do you ask?
Because that's who did the fucking voice.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me find the.
Does it matter if he's gay or not?
No.
No, but it's like the
It's just curiosity.
Yeah.
Who?
Silent. I think asking if John DiMaggio was gay. I
have no clue.
I think the guy who does like the voice of like Timon and
Nathan Lane.
Yeah, strangely.
Yeah, Nathan Lane's gay.
Yeah, strangely apart. He also did Wesker. Huge juxtaposition in voice tones, by the way. Like, you would never guess fucking Timon was Wesker. Fucking Hakuna Matata. Chris, Hakuna Matata.
Probably, he might be, he might not be, but he has a wife, so.
John DiMaggio, I don't think John DiMaggio's gay, but John DiMaggio is a thing I like that we don't talk about often.
Because he was in the Halloween episode of Black Dynamite.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah,
one of the few,
his character was the MC that.
Hold up,
black man, he complains.
What were you gonna? What'd you say, Ren? I didn't hear that.
He's one of the few white guys who could voice a black man, and no one complains.
Yeah, that's true.
John DiMaggio was. If you remember the Halloween episode, John DiMaggio was the gay character that got shot for like when they were trying to reference the Warriors. Yeah, that's who I was. That voice is the one that I was thinking of. Like, were you doing like those cadences?
I think what that is, it's not that John DiMaggio's gay, right? It's that John DiMaggio is okay with gay people. Like, he's fine with voicing gay characters. He's fine with voicing black characters. He's fine with just blatantly diversifying his palette and voice acting. I've seen John DiMaggio on some convention panels, and one thing that'll blow your mind about John DiMaggio is he essentially has kind of like that Vin Diesel syndrome, right? Like on the big screen or anywhere you see John DiMaggio, you look at a picture of John DiMaggio, you think, "Oh, man's man, he'll never hang out with me. He hangs with the cool kids." John DiMaggio, huge fucking softy, huge fucking nerd, man's man
guys.
through and through.
I gotta go.
All right,
I gotta
see
go.
you, dude.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Thanks for having me on. It was fun.
Yeah.
Alright.
Long and prosperous.
But-
Since I have the Star Trek shirt on.
But that's actually something. That's actually something I really like too. Like, when it comes to like people voicing characters, like one thing I really liked.
Voice acting is
We can actually segue this back to Nintendo. John Martinet.
Charles
Martinet. Fuck. I said John. Because
Charles Martinet, the voice of Mario.
Yeah, like was it Instagram? I think when he did like all those short videos with the little figurines.
He did. Yeah.
First time watching that, I was like, this is cringy, but I want to watch more. And it was the thing, right? There was like this wholesome innocence to it, where it's like usually you think, oh, a grown adult going out in public playing with toys and doing silly shit like this is frowned upon. But Charles Martinet is the kind of human being that teaches you to love him. Like
he is a lovable man.
It just reminds me of certain things. It reminds me of certain things I view about myself, right? I hate that there are grown-ass adults in this society I have to put up with that think because I play video games, for example, that I am less of a provider or less of a man in American society. Hate that. What I also hate is the idea that a man with a job, a career, money, has lived a full life, plays with toys every once in a while. No, adults don't do that. We're just about like taxes and soap operas and dark comedy movies. That's all we do. Fucking like, right. And then, I see shit that essentially plays with expectations, right? Like you can find guys who have been in the industry a long ass time, artists like fucking Don Bluth and stuff like that, geeking out. You can find 60-year-old animators, like a dude that's like 60 years old. He's animated for years in the cartoon industry.
Mm-hmm.
Plays D&D on the weekends with his buds. 60-year-old man. That's beautiful.
I mean, yeah, D&D came out in the 70s.
That's beautiful, though. I love that. And when I find people that are like, and I think this is the thing, right? That appeals me or drags me towards a man like Charles Martinet. It reminds me of this crucial thought I had long ago when I'd first learned there were people who were police, there were people who were firefighters, there were people who were paramedics out in the real world that thought my content was worth their time. When society looks at you, a social outcast, or a nerd, or, a geek, and goes, yeah, you ain't acting right. And then, like, somebody who's in the fucking military, or the fire department, or a fucking paramedic out there saving lives, comes along and validates you as a person, that shit's fucking meaningful and humbling. And Charles Martinet makes me think of that, right? Like, this old guy who voices Mario and Luigi.
He has been, and he's been in the voice acting industry, in the voiceover industry, even before Mario. He's been in the voiceover industry and cartoons and radio plays and stuff.
Yeah.
And just kept the steady role as the voice of Mario.
Yeah, and like, what is the stereotype they give you about old people? Oh, old people don't understand you. Old people won't support you. Old people are angry.
Don't understand what the youngins are doing.
Yeah, angry, grumpy, jaded. Charles Martinet? None of those things.
Meanwhile, we got Charles Martinet with those Instagram videos and him making Mario Maker levels and stuff.
Yeah, like, the man's how old now?
I'm not sure. I'll look it up. Charles Martinet is 65.
65. And it see, that's meaningful though, right? Because when you think about that, Charles Martinet for a lot of people probably feels like the grandpa or the uncle you wish you had. A person who gives this outward experience in their own personal expression and personality that would be like, they would support you in what you do. They would make a concerted effort, to engage in your hobbies and talk to you as an equal, like you're an actual person.
This man broke a Guinness World Record.
Did he?
He is the man who holds the title for the most video game voiceover performances as the same character.
Mario, right?
Yeah.
And that's
He's
the
been
thing.
Mario in that many titles.
And that's the thing. He's not just Mario. He's like, and people forget
He's
this.
Luigi, he's Wario, he's Waluigi.
He's all of them. And
he's like a majority of the characters in the Mario universe that have English speaking lines, except for maybe the Koopalings, Bowser, and well, he did voice Donkey Kong at one point, but not Donkey Kong now.
He voiced Donkey. I think he voiced Donkey Kong when the cartoon was.
No, he didn't. That was a different guy. That was
On that, technically, you want to know something? Technically, I'm older than Mario.
Oh yeah, because he's 25, right?
He's canonically 26.
Canonically 26. Yeah.
Mario's only 26?
Yeah, it's only
this
Paper Mario
mustachioed man is canonically 26.
Like, Mario looks like he'd at least be 30 or 40.
He looks like I feel
30
like, and the thing is,
Mario.
Miyamoto originally envisioned him as this middle-aged man.
Yeah.
But now he is canonically in his 20s.
Yeah. And he has been he dated he had a thing with Pete. He's seeking out Peach. He had a thing with Rosalina. Rosalina was the first girlfriend. He dated fucking
Rosalina
Daisy.
wasn't the first girlfriend. Pauline was.
Yeah, Pauline.
Pauline was the first girlfriend. Then he dated. Then he had a stint with fucking. He had a stint with Daisy.
Oh yeah.
Then Peach.
He had a stint with Daisy, and Luigi got the sloppy seconds.
Luigi still manages to kick a lot
Thank
of
you for
ass.
setting me up, bro.
No problem, bro. You get my sloppy seconds. Just sit here, take care of you.
Yeah, so the thing of it is he stepped up. He stepped up from the mayor of New York. Since let's face it, New Donk
became the mayor of New Donk City.
Yeah, New Donk. She's the mayor of Brooklyn.
The mayor of Brooklyn the mayor of Brooklyn, New York. Down to royalty.
Bro, like,
and
holy shit.
He even flirted with a space goddess. Out here. Out here playing Mario.
Bro.
If anything, I will say this: the Bowser's Fury is like DLC to Odyssey.
Yeah, it's very much like that because it's got an Odyssey feel to it.
Yeah. Which Super Mario Odyssey, in my opinion, was great. Like,
except it has it has a bit of 3D worlds mechanics with the way the power ups work and the fact that there is.
So this is the thing of they could. There's you said there's no fall damage.
Yeah.
All right.
Odyssey
Well, that's how they
also
could design another Mario game.
Audio also really gave this feel that, like, even though each individual part of the world was essentially like its own stage, it gave a feel in some areas kind of like it was an open world. And just the number of nod backs to older Mario games in Odyssey was fantastic. Like when you actually go to Peach's castle in Odyssey, it plays the old, like a revamped version of the Super Mario 64 hub world theme. I loved it.
Oh, and speaking of that, in New Super Mario Bros. U, there are two things I got to say about New Super Mario Bros. U. The final level, the final world is like Peach's castle, but it got taken over by Bowser. And it's like it has a dark remix of the 64 open world overworld theme.
Yeah.
And that's like really cool. And also in fucking New Super Luigi U, it starts off with like Charles Martinet like having a full monologue as Luigi, and it was just
I love it.
Oh no, that put a smile on my face.
I like that. I like that though. Charles Martinet, like, there were people that analyzed the whole sudden stunt to get Waluigi in Smash Brothers, and a lot of people that had analyzed this situation actually throw back to a social media post Charles Martinet made about a hypothetical question of if Waluigi had his own game.
Yeah.
And that made people start to think, should Waluigi be a character in Smash? Because
and one thing,
No, it's just Waluigi just trounces everybody in sports.
Should Waluigi show up in more mainline?
Well, the rule established by Charles Martinet is that if Waluigi had his own game, it would be a game all about cheating. Because Waluigi accuses people of cheating when he's the cheater.
Everyone's a cheater but me.
But he cheats.
Yeah, and the thing of it is, Wario is about greed.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, Wario is the
greed. Waluigi's deceit.
Yeah, Wario's a treasure hunter more often than not.
Yeah, he's a treasure hunter who eats money.
Yeah, and
not really.
I'm joking because of Wario World, because the whole mechanic of going like sucking all the
it was always Wario see, even Wario got his own game, and like he has multiple. He has multiple. He has WarioWare, and then he has the Wario games that were only on Game Boy Advance, and then he has
the Wario Land series. We got
Wario Land.
Lands 1, 2, and 3.
Bro.
Wario World.
You know what I want him to do? I liked
Wario Land Shake It.
I liked Wario World so much. I wish they would make a Wario World 2.
That would be great, honestly.
Wario World 2 for the Switch. Just picture it.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
But also, like, yeah, why not give Waluigi his own?
Or, better yet, like, let's say Wario Brothers, or in Wario World 2, there's a co-op mechanic
where you could play as Waluigi.
Yes.
Yeah. But here's the thing: when Waluigi dies, it does the dark screen. It does the Dark Soul you died thing, but it says you should have cheated harder.
You should have cheated harder.
You should have cheated harder.
I feel like the problem is having a game all about cheating would be interesting. It would be definitely a thing, an interesting thing. I'm pretty sure Nintendo would like to put that off to the side, but they'd make it.
Like, well,
They'd
that
make
was,
it. They just.
that was the thing. Nintendo's all about making unique games with unique rules and unique worlds.
Yeah.
Like,
What about a game where you play as this tall, lanky, weird, dick dastardly looking dude, and you're going around you're going around cheating to win.
Yeah, and like I'm largely focused with the whole Mario thing when it comes to Nintendo. Like when it always comes to a new Mario thing, you never know what to expect. Like Mario and the Rabbids thing, people thought that would just sort of be a gimmick, but now it actually has like a small cult following. And that's because Mario and the Rabbids managed to be Nintendo's own spin on fucking XCOM of all things.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm just thinking, what type of gameplay would a Waluigi game have? That's my question.
That would be the question. Like, what sort of mechanic would suit Waluigi? Because
what would suit this cheater?
Yeah, like Wario World. Wario World, when I followed it,
tactical RPG.
Might be.
Waluigi's tactical RPG, where in order to get more party members into your ranks, to get more people into your ranks, you have to lie through your teeth.
Bro, Luigi's own franchise, Luigi's Mansion, has a unique feel to it from the other Mario games, where like Mario's thing is usually a traditional platformer or some kind of innovation on the platformer. Luigi's Mansion
is just Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I don't know what you can call that genre. He goes around a mansion capturing ghosts with a vacuum, like action adventure. I don't know.
I would say it's an action.
Just to annoy people with guns.
And then
Wario
World.
Or since we're having the whole thing, the Wario games are also platformers.
Yeah, and Wario World in particular.
If you want to go in that direction, why not do a sort of gameplay style similar to Luigi's Mansion, but more suited for Waluigi?
Yeah, like that's a thought.
Maybe you're maybe I got it. Takes place in an office building. And you got God, takes place in an office building. You gotta lie your way to the top. Start fabricating shit.
Yes, I fucking like that actually.
Lie your way to the top. You become the CEO of this company and turn it into Waluigi.
It's a bomb
factory. Turn it into just a company all about furthering Waluigi's own goals.
Hear me out, right? Because we don't see these guys too often. It's like a modern take on Bob-ombs, right? So it's a bomb factory run by Bob-ombs.
Oh, a Bob-omb factory run by Bob-ombs.
Yes.
Oh, I'm thinking. It's from you. It's like it's general like ammunition and stuff and like explosives and there's like not just bombs running it, but there's also like bullet bills, torpedo heads.
Yeah, and like without question,
they're like Monty moles in HR.
Without question, when you think about the Bob-omb faction, Super Mario 64 defines it pretty well. The Bob-ombs are unorthodoxically militant. Like they literally seem like the faction that would want to declare war with people.
And Waluigi is often seen holding bombs anyway.
And in Paper Mario.
Oh yeah.
Wait, in the recent Paper Mario, you meet a Bob-omb that's suicidal.
That's true.
Bob who wants to blow himself up.
Yes. So the question begs to me: are Bob-ombs Middle Eastern?
Oh no!
No! Don't you! Come
Now the idea is in my head. I see a bomb in a fucking turban. Why?
That would
Oh God,
mess with
I
the
would-
fuse, don't you think?
Very much.
The fuse is the turban, but nah. you got the
like
bomb
the
now
turban?
praying to
Like, what
bomb
the
Becca.
fuck?
Unwrap the turban, it's the fuse.
Oh no. See, the truth is, the bomb was a bomb from the start.
Nah, the bomb has like a Middle Eastern accent.
No.
I'm just thinking, like,
okay.
Actually, I'm still thinking the whole idea of an RPG that you have to go up the rungs of an office building as Waluigi and deceive a bunch of bombs into working for you.
Yeah, that's a thought. And like Nintendo has always had like these interesting
That could
ideas.
be like that could be an improvement on the whole Bowser's Minions idea that they did in the fucking Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga remake.
Take Pikmin for example. It's kind of Nintendo's own spin on a real-time strategy game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and Pikmin
It
is
actually
really
classified as an
popular.
RTS, so
Yeah.
Just do a Pikmin Zerg rush.
Bro,
all the fun.
If Nintendo got to be about crossovers, like since they did like fucking Mario and the Rabbids, they should. This would be so fucking weird, but I would actually like to see Pikmin meet StarCraft of all things.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm just thinking like it's.
Nah, if anything,
wait. I got it. All the like the StarCraft characters, the factions, they get shrunk down.
we have Mario and Sonic, but we don't have Mario Crash Bandicoot or Mario and fucking like Mario with the other mascots.
Yeah, it's just like
a battle of the platforming mascots. That would be interesting.
Crossover games are often treated like gimmicks, but Mario and the Rabbids was pretty unique for a crossover game. Like, so like, it's like, it makes me wonder what can be accomplished when universes cross over for like one game. Because like,
I mean,
they don't do it as often.
Yeah, and I got a kid pissed because I told him, "Hey kid, you like that game? Show some XCOM." I know anything I got was, why do you make me suffer?
XCOM is painful compared to Mario and the Rabbids, I will admit.
I just the only thing I can think. The only thing is, I suffered 100% shot with a shotgun, 1 square away, and missed. I must spread the pain.
Star Wars Hunters, we don't know anything about it. Like, a large reason I keep segueing away from
they're saying it's supposed to be like an MMO of some sort. So I'm guessing like bounty hunting.
Yeah, like if I'm being 100% honest, the direct just left me wanting more because like there was some good stuff in there, but a lot of what the direct had to report just seemed to be like adding games that were already established to the Switch, which I know why. Because the primary complaint of the Wii U was that there were no games. There were hard, rough summer droughts where kids couldn't go outside and play all the time, and the blatant expectation would have been that there would be plenty to do on your Nintendo console. But Wii U fell short on that whole matter. There were whole harsh winters and rough summers without a new game to the Wii U. They weren't purchasing licenses. They weren't making a whole bunch of games. And like, you know, Switch, Wii U had such a rough patch to it that there were, at the beginning, people really didn't have faith in the Switch. I remember when they were told about like the rumble controls of the Switch controllers. It was like, oh, that's a nitpick. Oh, that's not what we want. We want a good console. We want that kind of stuff. But I think now hindsight is 2020. Nintendo learns from their mistakes.
Yeah, it's a thing of you kind of have to make a decent. You aside from the games, you also have to make a decent console.
Yeah, and they did both. Like, the Switch is extraordinarily interesting for what it is, because Nintendo can officially say they're the only ones who have made a hybrid console. The only ones. The only ones with a detachable console port that allows you to take it wherever you go, and that allows you to play it on your big high-def TV screen. Both in one. They're also, as of right now, the only developer that gets to say there is no parity between their portable and their home console. Both consoles play the same SD chip. Yeah. There's no other console like that. And Xbox never really tried their hands at portable.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess technically if you want to count being able to use your phone on the Xbox app. But then again, I don't really count that because the xCloud kind of bombed at first. Wish I could know what they did with the xCloud in, the X series. If I had one.
If I had one.
Fucking Timmy's dad. It's like, and this is where I keep my PlayStation 5. If I had one. I guarantee that's out there.
So
I'm going to have to sell you in order to get the PS5, Timmy.
So it seems either Pearl and Marie may be the fucking next thing. Cause Ren, don't you still have your Switch?
I don't have a Switch.
Ah, fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, Ren's one of the.
I have a Wii U. I don't have a Switch.
For fucking, they took Pearl off of They took Pearl out of Splatoon 2, so she may be one of the characters doing the announcements for Splatoon 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't even gotten to play Splatoons 1 or 2. So the fact that we're now on to Splatoon 3, I've got some catching up to do. Although, from what I understand, because Splatoon focuses more on the multiplayer aspect, I only have to play the other two games to understand the story in the campaign mode.
Hey, also, did you know that a marina is a harbor for small boats?
Huh.
The reason I bring this up, Pearl Marina.
Pearl on a boat.
Pearl Harbor.
Pearl!
I'm not sure if that was intentional.
It was a game made by Japanese people. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. They're still mad about. No, you know what? It's okay. They're still just salty about Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That's all it is. Ren, his face just froze. His face just immediately switches like, look at me, motherfucker. I don't know. I probably shouldn't have brought up when we dropped 2 suns on Japan.
Yeah.
While we're talking about Nintendo. No, we didn't do that. That never happened. If you read I'm gonna pretend like I know what you said.
We didn't do that.
Yeah, we didn't do that. Okay, good, good. Oh fuck, we lost a person.
I'm still here.
No, not the call. I'm talking about the viewer base. I can look right here on my stream deck and see how many people are watching the YouTube stream.
Nigga, you can...
Nifty feature.
Okay. I
right.
usually don't care, but dude, you run in the hallway just because you got. All right, where is it? There's this fucking video.
All right, so we have 4 minutes until Ren and I have to go off for the Sharpcast Heated, which will be uploaded on Saturday. Final thoughts on this Nintendo Direct?
I mean, I'd say that it was a pretty good pretty good time spent.
It's not fair. It's so unheard.
I'm honestly hyped for some of the titles, and that's really all I can say.
I told Donald Trump's flag on it. Hey, oh, Don, you are every bit. Oh yeah, it's funny for the people who doing like the Trump flag thing and say we're not fascist. You're doing shit that's completely fucking fascist.
We're not talking about that on Nintendo Direct.
I thought we were done.
I haven't stopped streaming yet.